Well, packed up, ready to roll. Traveling light and fast. What's going on, everybody? We're on the road again, heading to a piece of public land here in Florida on a quota rifle hunt. It's a 3-day rifle hunt. We're allowed 2 deer. It can either be a buck and a doe or 2 does. Obviously, we're gonna go for option A of a buck and a doe. I've only been to this piece of public one time prior, and that was years ago when I got drawn. It's a hard place to get drawn for. Thankful to have gotten drawn this year. The hunt starts in 2 days. I wanted to get here a couple days in advance to do some scouting, get a real good idea of where I want to be, figure out where the sign is at, you know, get a lot of pre-hunt scouting done so we can have a successful hunt and fill some tags. So the objective for today and tomorrow, simple. Scout, scout, scout as much as we possibly can. I got a pile of pins on my hunt stand app, so we're gonna check them all out, put some markers down, and hopefully have us several good spots pinned out for the opening hunt, and hopefully be able to get to our option A hunt area. One thing I'm already noticing is it is wet out here. We had a cold front come through yesterday, and it brought a pile of rain, you know, headed front, and now it's soaked out here. I don't know if you can hear it in the background or not. They've got logging going on, probably, I don't know, I'd say maybe half a mile to a mile over yonder. As you probably heard that there. This first block that I wanted to come check out, quite frankly, I don't know how much it might affect them with it being that close, because it's fairly loud. And if they start up first thing in the morning of the hunt, it's probably going to sound even louder being that close. But we're still going to go check this out and see what's in it. But we got a whole pile of pins to check these next 2 days. We're starting at the main ones today. So let's see what we can find in here and if all these puzzle pieces come together for the trip. Good thing is that it did pour down rain yesterday, so any sign I see is going to be obviously very fresh. The negative is that it poured down rain yesterday, so this amount of sign I'm going to be finding in the realm of tracks, fresh tore up scrapes, etc., but especially tracks that are, you know, beat down, it's going to be very slim. So we're going to be looking for just obvious travel corridors, good transition lines, any obvious trails, of course scrapes that are very obviously scrapes that just haven't been cleaned up since the rain, or of course ones that have been cleaned since the rain, rubs, browse lines, just the more obvious of things. I'm starting off in this place because it's got one of the higher elevation pieces of this whole management area, so I'm looking for some fresh torn up scrapes. Oh, buddy, look what we got here. Now that is what you call a fresh scrape there. Because that rain didn't let up till yesterday evening. So, this is fresh. He's around here somewhere. Just came up on another fresh scrape here. Looks like there's a trail that cuts right through like that. And this deer was coming this way. So he's coming from this trail, sat here, pawed out, because that's where all the dirt is. And the tracks are obvious because there's one here, and they're walking right through. If you ever need to know if a rub is from this season or not, look on the ground at the base and look for shavings, like right here. That's fresh shavings. And on the backside too, so that's definitely a rub from this season. Got the first spot picked out. This pine tree right here, get up to about right yonder there, we'll be overlooking all this. On the back side of that pine tree, there's a big patch of palmettos, a couple acres thick. There's actually that type of terrain throughout this entire area here, just little plops of thick palmetto patches, you know, an acre, 2, 3 acres thick of them just piled in. And that is very ideal areas for deer to be bedded when this is their primary terrain, is all of this. They of course could be bedded anywhere, any little patch of thicket, but those little globs of palmettos that are just plumps here and there, those are very ideal. Got a deer bed right here. You see the coloration difference of leaves right here compared to the rest. Now it's matted down. Another telltale is this right here. Deer hair. That's belly hair. Laid up right here. Right on this little high point, looking down into the swamp. He's got an edge right here of just absolute thick mess. It's the day before my hunt starts. You can tell, obviously, I'm out here in the woods about to be getting set up for an afternoon hunt. Daniel, not the Daniel from back in October that I killed 2 does with, but the OG Daniel that y'all seen in the videos multiple times. He had a quota hunt not too far from where I was, and he had a guest permit. So I went ahead and joined him on the hunt. I've got the guest permit, and we just walked into the area he hunted this morning. Today's the first day of his quota, and we just branched off. I had a spot on the map after looking it over, completely aerial scouting. So we're just working our way down in here and going completely based off of satellite imagery and the knowledge of how the deer are going to use these certain habitat changes. So we're going to get in here and just keep marking stuff as we're going in. The wind's perfect, blowing right back towards the truck. So we're going to get in here and see what we can find and get set up for the afternoon. The camera probably doesn't do it justice, but there's a solid trail right here. I'm talking about wore down tracks all in it. That's pretty fresh. Water's still murky from them rooting around in it. And it rained 2 days ago, so, but that's fresh like last night, this morning time frame. Just got up here, this little island here in the middle of this riverbed. Just waiting a moment to see what this wind is primarily doing. It's supposed to be coming out of the northeast, but it's kind of hitting me out of the west a little bit, and then it'll start hitting me real dominant out of the northeast like it says, but it's kind of getting shifty, so I'm just waiting to see what it's mostly doing. Hey, I have about a 150-pound boar in front of me right now. Do you want me to shoot it or no? It's up to you. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. I'm asking you if you want it. I'm going to shoot him. He's like 25 yards from me right now. That's totally your call, bro. It's for you. I, of course, will, help in the assistance if you want, for everything, but I need to know. He's 25 yards from me. I was literally... Alright, well, let me get off of here. I'm about to blast him. Yeah. Son. I was just about to get set up, and I seen this pig right here rooting 35 yards walking right to me. I called Daniel on the phone. I'm sure y'all hear it. I'll add some of it in there. I was on the phone with him because I don't need a pig. I'm good. But if he wanted the pig, I was going to shoot it so he'd get the meat. That's why I was trying to make sure he wanted me to shoot it. He said, go ahead. I went ahead and headshot. I normally don't head shoot pigs just because you got room for error, but at 20 yards, not even, headshot. Dropped him right there. Thank you, Lord. Let me call Daniel. Let him know. I'm sorry, y'all, I couldn't film that for you. I don't have my tripod. I was, gonna sit in a tree. So I got my camera arm for the tree. So I had to just sit you down real quick and get what we got. That's where I sat. I put the camera down right here in this little pocket. Braced up against here. And we made it happen. What a pig. Oh, it's a sow. I thought it was a boar. Even better. The shot was just like I put it. Just below the ear and between the eyes. Can't see where it exited out because it's so muddy on that side, but that skull is not attached anymore, so I can tell you it was right. Oh yeah, it's just absolutely destroyed, which is perfect. She didn't feel a thing. That was instant. Thank you, Lord, so much for this pig and experience with it. Thank you for blessing Daniel and his family with this meat. Great sized pig, and it being a sow. I thought it was a big boar, but good sized sow. And since she dropped like she did and didn't get all, amped up right after the shot, she dropped right here. It was an instant kill. She didn't get worked up, so body temperature still the normal temp. In fact, she fell in this muddy water. It's perfect because it's cold water. So right here on the edge of the stream, it's perfect. We're just gonna leave her here. We're gonna hunt the rest of the afternoon. We've got, I think, 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours of legal light left. So we'll just leave her here and might get us a deer this afternoon. She'll be perfectly fine right here in this cold water, and come get her when we get done. See what this afternoon, the rest of it's got for us, but this was pretty good. Thank you, Lord, so much for the experience. Thank you, Daniel, for the guest permit. Good time. Hopefully he gets on something here this afternoon, too. Well, nothing else for the evening sip. It's 4 minutes till legal light's over. So I'm going to go ahead and get on down, take everything down, go meet Daniel, bring him back over here, and get this pig taken care of. But you know, I was thinking to myself, I said, man, I hope he's just heading my way. I really don't want to have to walk all the way back up there.
You should have known better than that. You sent me that appointment. I was like, okay, I know Jerry.
There she is.
Uh-huh.
I think she's probably, what, 130?
Say about 130.
What do you want to do? You want to cut it up off the, you want to quarter it? You want to drag it? You want to debone it? What's your thought?
What do you think would be easier?
The quickest way is going to be quarter it and us just carry the quarters out. Do you have a bag on you or no?
Yeah, I got that.
I was going to say just throw the quarters in a bag and then that with the skin on.
Skin on?
Yeah, just that'll be the quickest way. I mean, we'll be out of here in 10 minutes with it.
All right, well, let's do it.